All right, welcome to the next episode of JailTalk. I'm Rob McAfee, Vice President of Sales, Turnkey Corrections. I'm joined again by Kylie Ekren, our Field Marketing Manager. And then today we're joined by a couple of special guests. We have an internship program here at Turnkey Corrections. We're very proud of it. And this year was no different. We have 6 interns this year from various universities around the country. And today we're being joined by a couple of those. I've got Randy and Tanner joining us today, so we're going to talk to them a little about the internship process, kind of what they're working on for the company, as we can get to it, and then maybe learn a little bit about them and what brought them to Turnkey for this experience. So, Randy, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, where you go to school, kind of what your focus is in school.
Yeah, so my name's Randy, and I'm from the Twin Cities area, and I go to the University of Wisconsin River Falls, studying computer science, and yeah.
So when you say computer science, what's the goal when you get out of college? What do you want to be doing?
Right, so the goal is to be just like my dad and be a full stack software developer. So,
okay, yeah. Very nice. All right, that's good. Mm-hmm. Just like your dad's probably got a tear. I want to be just like my dad. That's like Father's Day was recently. That's a pretty big deal. I want to be just like my dad. Tanner, what about you? Where are you from? Where you go to school? All that.
I'm from Evergrove Heights.
Okay.
I go to Gustavus Adolphus. I study math and minor in computer science.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What's the goal for you when you get out of school?
I'm not exactly sure yet.
Not exactly sure. That's all right.
Yeah, that's what the internship program is for. Figure out what you want to do.
So let's talk a little bit about the internship program. Kylie, you kind of have some background on it. Talk a little bit about kind of what the internship program is today versus where it was when it started. You were kind of one of the early OG interns.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the program here at Turnkey.
Yeah, so I was year 2, and what year are you guys? Do you know? It's like 8, I think. So it's gone through some phases over the years, but when we first started, it's a 12-week program, and you go through every department in the company. So you go through customer service, warehouse, marketing, finance, do a little bit of everything. And then we give the interns a project at the beginning of the summer that they work on the entire summer and then present it to our executive team. So great opportunities to learn our company and everything. When I was an intern, I didn't get the entire summer to work on my final project, so I got 2 weeks, and then I had to present it. So, so you guys get a little bit different, and it's evolved over the years, which has been good. But yeah, what are you guys working on like week to week, and what have you guys experienced so far? Either one of you, go for it.
I guess when it comes to the project, working on skillet kitchen reporting, so like Power BI and taking information from Team 3 that site managers are putting in, and I want to like make it more efficient and automate it almost, so it's just cleaner and less work has to be put into it.
Sure. Okay. What about you, Randy?
Yeah, I've been working on an interesting project. Creating an application for prisoners, and yeah, it's been really exciting. I've got a lot of support from the developers. And it's really fun. I'm not really good at web development, like in terms of design, because it's like super tricky. And you gotta, it's funny because like every phone size is different. So you have to like create an application that fits every phone size. So that can be pretty fun. But it's a lot of fun, a lot of challenges. But
so your project, you've talked to me about it a couple times, but I have a little bit more knowledge about it. But when you're talking about doing something that's totally out of the box and you're writing code for something that doesn't exist, like is that kind of like when you were in school, like this is what I want to do, like you're doing it right now?
Yeah.
And so is that kind of what drew you to this internship program? What got you into this specific? Because I've been to some of these internship fairs where they have a bunch of people coming and saying, okay, I want to be an intern here. Maybe you applied for several, but what brought you to Turnkey specifically?
Yeah, I just like how vertically integrated the company is. I mean, you guys have everything from your warehouse to just your own podcast and everything.
Right.
I think it's really cool how you guys have evolved over the years and the technology that you guys have implemented, like the what do you call it, the little chip that you're able to
Yeah,
scan it over.
yeah.
Eric showed me that. I was like, I touched it. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, just all the stuff that you guys have done, and it's really close to me in River Falls, so I thought it'd be a good experience. And yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Tanner, what about you? What was the deciding factor when it came down to picking an internship?
Well, like I said earlier, I didn't know what I want to do after school, so I thought that an internship like this, which is pretty unique, where you get to go to all the different departments, was like, it was really interesting. I thought it was a good gateway to see what I wanted to do and what I liked and what I didn't like. So I thought that this would probably just be the most beneficial for me in my future.
Sure. And so when we look at it, so Randy's kind of, as a software developer intern, you stay in development all the time. You get exposure to those guys, Eric and Sam, their team, and how many years of software development they have up there. Tanner, you've got it kind of like Kylie said. You go week to week, you're in every department. And so what have you done so far, and what's kind of been the highlights there over the last few weeks?
I mean, I've just done pretty simple things so far in each department.
Okay.
Marketing was pretty fun. I got to do some research on jails in Wisconsin, information that we don't have. And then I got to do some research on topics for the podcast.
Sure.
And then finance, I just was doing some finance stuff.
Yeah, right.
Typical finance stuff. So.
Crunching numbers.
Yeah, numbers.
Yeah.
Excel sheets.
And that's about it so far. I mean, I'm in dev this week.
Okay.
Working on implementing an app like Swank, a movie streaming service.
Yeah.
So I want to put those onto the phones for inmates.
Okay.
Based on the movies they can and can't watch. The sites that approve it and don't.
Okay. Very good. Always, the content that goes out to the inmates, the inline users of our products, I think it's always interesting, you from the development side, even when you guys look at it, is it something that hopefully your exposure to jails has been pretty limited so far in your life, but when you got here and you said were you kind of surprised at what they offered inmates out in the corrections environment?
Yeah, I didn't realize that they had all these things from video visitation to being able to literally have a tablet and being able to order food and drinks and all that stuff. I just think that's really cool. You don't even need to have to go through a supervisor. You can just request a tablet and then get food. So I think that's really cool. You guys have that.
Oh. What about you, Tanner? Have you kind of still learning about it, obviously, but kind of that same wow, I didn't know all these things existed.
I mean, I didn't really even know that there was canteen available to inmates.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of threw me off. That surprised me, but I like the idea, and I think it's beneficial for everybody.
Yeah. So looking forward in the summer, kind of obviously you've got your final project. Any other, things marked on your calendar hey, this is an intern event or something that's going on that you guys are doing outside of just okay, we're punching numbers into spreadsheets or doing development? What else is going on this summer that you're looking forward to?
I know we're supposed to go to Dakota County Jail. I'm really excited to do that.
Mm-hmm.
See what it's like in the field, and hopefully we get to see our products and what they use out there. That'd be fun.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to on July 12th the River Falls Parade.
What are you guys going to do for that?
Yeah, so for the float, we are working on a design. So the theme is gold. So currently we're working on a little pot, everything, and it's been pretty fun. We've had a bunch of different ideas. A lot of them failed, but we finally reached consensus, and Tanner actually can explain more about how we came to the conclusion of what we're gonna do for the pot.
Yeah, we just saw some trash cans, and we were like, yeah, that could work for a little structure, a little base, and then we can just take cardboard and go around it and make a little curve.
Okay.
And, we just went with that.
What's in the pot of gold?
Gold.
Gold coins?
Yeah.
Like chocolate.
Real gold. Real gold.
Real gold. Yeah. Real gold. Yeah.
We gotta win. We gotta get first place.
I was gonna say no pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no pressure. But I think our interns in the past, quite a few of them have won an award. So No pressure or
Yeah,
anything.
wow.
Hey, we're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're in first place.
We're serious.
Yeah, we're serious.
So when you get back to school, let's say after your internship program's over, when you get back to school, what comes next? When do you graduate? When do you look forward to getting into the business world or the working in employment, and what your degree is in? What about you, Randy?
Yeah. So after this, I'm actually really blessed to be able to graduate this upcoming fall semester.
Okay.
So
Great.
Yep. So that'll be fun. I'll just finish up my semester and then hopefully, depending on how this goes, work here or work for a different company. But whatever it is, I'd love to put all the stuff I've learned in school and coding and everything into practice. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be done in December.
Yep.
Very good. All right. Tanner?
I'll be done in the spring.
Okay.
Yeah. Not really sure. Like
Yeah.
I said earlier, not
Yeah.
really sure,
That's
but
good.
yeah, I don't really.
Yeah. You'll be done. That's all.
That's about it. That's about it.
Process. Hey, you got to get it done, and that's where the next steps. Not having a plan at your age, I think, is one of those things that's okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of where you
Right.
have to be able to work through that. So, any other insights about working here? Like when think about somebody in your shoes next spring. Like what should folks want to know heading into this internship program that maybe they don't know already about it, from us just telling them what the internship program is?
I would say it's a little intimidating because going to different departments, while that's the exciting part, it's
Sure.
also intimidating
Sure.
because you're going to go into departments where you're like, you have no idea what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So just don't be afraid, I guess.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
take it as it comes.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, kind of building off of that, you're obviously an intern, so you've probably never done a lot of this stuff before. So just asking questions, and if you don't know the answer, just ask and just be humble. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone's so happy, willing to help. So
Very good.
I mean, this alone, you guys are getting out of your comfort zone. I told you about
Right.
at the end of the day yesterday. All right, everyone, wear your t-shirts, and you're
That's
going to be
right.
on camera, so
That's
be
right.
ready to roll.
It's a good thing. It's awesome. Well, we really appreciate you guys joining us this morning. It's been good to have you. Good for everybody out there to see you and know who you are, and hopefully, maybe get some more exposure to you guys as you're here this summer. And you never know what happens, right, as we move forward in the future. So, thank you for joining us again for another episode of Jail Talk. Kylie, where can they find us?
As always, you can find us on YouTube and Spotify at JailTalk Podcast. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on YouTube and Instagram. And always, you can find us at turnkeycorrections.com.
All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time for another update on Jail Talk.